Welcome back to Factful Finance. Did you know that nearly 1 in 5 Americans have a credit score that's considered bad or poor? That means millions of people are paying higher interest rates or even missing out on opportunities to access things like mortgages, car loans, or even basic financial products. Today, we're diving into a game-changing update that could give your credit score a much-needed boost: the CFPB's new rules. Let's break down what these changes mean and how you can take full advantage of them. Before we get into the details, just a quick reminder. This video is for educational purposes only. For personalized advice, it's always a good idea to consult a financial professional. Now let's talk about credit scores. If you've been working hard to improve your score, or if you're just starting to pay attention, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, has recently rolled out new rules aimed at making your journey to better credit a little easier. One of the biggest changes? The way medical debt is handled. Medical debt has been a huge barrier for many people trying to improve their credit. Under the new rules, medical debt that's been paid off or is under $500 won't be factored into your score anymore. This is a game changer for many people, particularly in the US, where medical bills are one of the leading causes of financial strain. Imagine how many people will see their scores rise simply because they paid off a medical bill they were stressing over. Another change involves credit reporting. In the past, negative information, like missed payments or collections, could stay on your credit report for 7 years. But with the new regulations, if you've paid off a collection account, it's removed from your report faster. This will prevent your credit score from being dragged down by old, resolved issues that don't really reflect your current financial behavior. But here's the real kicker. These changes are especially important if you're working on rebuilding your credit. Let's say you're someone like John, who had his credit score in the fair range due to some old medical bills and unpaid collections. With the new rules, John's paid-off medical debt will no longer count against him, and any old collections he's cleared will drop off quicker. With these updates, he could see his score jump by as much as 50 points in just a few months. That's more access to lower rates and better financial products. So, what can you do to make sure these changes benefit you? First, take a close look at your credit report. You're entitled to a free credit report once a year from each of the 3 major credit bureaus: Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Review it for any inaccuracies or old debts that might be negatively impacting your score. If you see any discrepancies, you have the right to dispute them. Next, keep an eye on your medical debt. If you've had medical bills hanging around, check to see if they're under $500 and whether they've been paid off. If they are, they might not be affecting your score anymore, thanks to the CFPB's new rules. For larger debts, it's still important to stay on top of your payments and negotiate with providers if you need to. And don't forget to check your credit utilization. Your credit score is influenced by how much of your available credit you're using. Experts recommend keeping your utilization rate below 30%. So if you have a credit card with a $1,000 limit, aim to keep your balance under $300. This shows lenders that you can manage credit responsibly. If you're wondering, how long will it take for me to see a difference? Well, the timeline depends on a few factors, like how much debt you're managing and your current credit behavior. For example, Sarah, a viewer like you, was able to boost her score by 40 points in 6 months, just by paying off old debt and following some simple credit-building habits. It's not an overnight process, but small, consistent steps can add up. Finally, use the right tools. There are plenty of apps and websites out there that can help you track your credit score and identify areas where you can improve. Tools like Credit Karma, Mint, and Experian give you access to free credit scores and offer personalized tips for boosting your credit. Use these resources to stay informed and make proactive moves. Now, what's your game plan for improving your credit score in light of these changes? Are you going to dispute some old debts, or perhaps focus on reducing your credit utilization? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. If you found this video helpful and want more practical advice on personal finance, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you enjoy what we do, click click the bell so you don't miss out on tips to supercharge your financial future. We think you'll also find the video on building a solid emergency fund pretty interesting. It's another key piece of your financial journey. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.